Contributors such as developers, miners, and ecological communities are key to the ethereal survival of the Cryptozoic. All contributors to Cryptozoic development and maintenance to whom VCC and ETH awards are open, transparent, and fair. CAID is an anonymous ID of Dandelion Network which must be activated to join the network. CAID is divided into two methods: direct scanning code activation and random exploration activation. You need to pay 50 VCC to activate the CAID, of which 10% were directly destroyed, 8% went into the Homeless Fund, 2% into the Hermit Fund, and 80% was used as the CAID sharing reward. Distribution is based on the revenue sharing model. In the Dandelion Network, a path-based revenue sharing model is established. When Hermit A gets VCC revenue, A gets 60% of the total revenue, and all Hermits with Path 1 get 25% on average, and all Hermits with Path 2 get 15% on average. After the activation of CAID, by randomly exploring a CAID, the Hermit, the person with cryptography, needs to pay 50 VCC to establish proximity relationship with the target Hermit and expand his network scale. This process is called Exploration Program. The 50 VCC paid are allocated to the target Hermit and those whose paths are 1 and 2 according to the revenue sharing model. To reward Hermits who contribute to the network, the Dandelion Network has set up a Homeless Fund. The Homeless Fund will reward the Hermits through the Lucky Homeless, Networking League tables, and Discovery League tables, and other methods. The Homeless Fund will randomly select 20 Dandelion Network CAID in each micro-era as Lucky Homeless and award a specified number of VCC. The number of VCC is 25% of the total number of Homeless Fund pools. In each micro-era, the Homeless Fund will count the number of relationships with a path of 1 for each CAID and draw the top 20 in order to reward the designated number of VCC. The number of VCC is 40% of the total number of the Homeless Fund pool. The first place receives the most VCC and then decreases, and the 20th place receives the least VCC. In each micro-era, the Homeless Fund will count the number of times of CAID exploration and select the top 20 in order to reward the designated amount of VCC. The number of VCC is 35% of the total number of the Homeless Fund pool. The first place receives the most VCC and then decreases, and the 20th place receives the least VCC. The CAID of random activation and exploration comes from the Flying Plan. The Hermits can participate in the Fluttering Plan by locking 3,600 VCC. The Hermit ID participating in the Fluttering Plan will be pushed to the Dandelion Network, and the corresponding revenue can be shared. The Hermit can quit the Flying Plan at any time, and the 3,600 VCC of the lock will be unlocked automatically. The Make-A-Wish program is the primary conviction of the Cryptozoic, and each Hermit can fill out and submit their expectations to the Fountain of Make-A-Wish. The expectations here include: we hope the value of VCC can be achieved in the future, and which ways the Hermit achieved the corresponding value, etc. After each wishing, VCC will be received from the wishing pool in return. The VCC source is 5% of the total daily mining coins, which was divided equally among the Hermits who take part in the vow. Each Hermit receives a maximum VCC of 10. Each new Hermit who joined the Dandelion Network has 5 free times of making wishes. After the times are used up, they can lock up 1,000 VCC and enjoy unlimited times of making wishes. Tell all consenting Hermits what you wish for the future of the VCC. The Hermit can withdraw from the wishing program at any time. At that time, 1,000 VCC locks will be unlocked automatically. Each believer puts his faith in the Cryptozoic into practice. By locking up 9,900 VCC, the Cryptozoic Network will extract a certain number of lucky believers and reward a designated number of ETH in return. The number of lucky believers is determined by the ETH total in the TwinX pool of the current micro-era. For every 50 ETH added to TwinX, the number of lucky believers will be increased by 1. For example, if the total number of ETH in TwinX is 130, the number of lucky believers will be 2, and the total number of rewarded ETH will be 20% of the number of ETH in the current micro era. The hermits can withdraw from the Believers program at any time, and 9,900 VCC of the lock will be unlocked automatically. Super believers are deep believers in cryptozoic networks. The hermit needs a lock of 48,000 VCC, and the Cryptozoic network allocates 20% of TwinX pools equally to all super believers. The reward settlement cycle is 1 microera in the height range of 1 to 128,000 blocks. The limit of super believers is 400. After 128,000 block height, according to the stability of the network, the number of super believers will be increased. The specific number will be determined according to the number of network nodes. The hermit can exit the super believer at any time, and the lock's 48,000 VCC will be unlocked automatically. In order to increase the number of network nodes and ensure the stability of the network, Cryptozoic network needs more conviction nodes to join, so super nodes are set up. As the super consensus node of Dandelion network, the hermits need to lock up 126,000 VCC and set up real physical network nodes. The Cryptozoic network will distribute 20% of the new coins produced by mining to all the super nodes. In the height interval of block 1 to 128,000, the total number of super nodes is limited to 128. After the height of block 128,000, the number of super nodes will be increased according to the stability of the network, and the specific number will be determined according to the number of network nodes. The hermit can exit the super node at any time, and the lock's 126,000 VCC will be unlocked automatically.